Oi boys, welcome back to another video on the channel. We are back with another throwback, not League Live 2, this time it'll be Rugby League Live 3. There has been a couple of requests for it. I've had this game sitting in my library for quite some time, and it's been about 4 or 5 years since we've uploaded it to the channel, so we're back baby. Now as for the match settings, I was going to play on Legend, but I went ahead and had a couple of warm-up games and we got touched up. We got destroyed, we got plain old pumped. So as much as it pains the old ego to do this, we'll be bumping it down to veteran and hopefully have a competitive game. We also won't be exploiting the game, we'll be playing good old fair and square. We'll talk about the exploits when we get into the game. And lastly, if you've been rocking with the content as of late, we've missed a few days here and there, under the weather, but we're trucking on. Be sure to run it straight at that like button, as it does help support the channel. And without further ado, let's run it. So I was going to jump into this game cold, but ultimately decided not to. I did have a couple of warm-up games and I did get pumped in both. That was playing on Legend. Like I said, I was going to play on Legend, but your boy is not ready for Legend. I'll gladly admit that, especially not playing with the exploits. If you've played this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I will dive into it when we get into the game. So in Rugby League Live 3, there's basically two main exploits that are pretty much game-breaking. As we get steamrolled for the first tackle attempt, you hate to see it, but in attack, those exploits, when you have the ball, you pretty much shake the right analog stick and it's pretty much a guaranteed penalty, I'd say. Even the slightest of movement on that right analog stick could draw you a penalty. That's the main cheesy exploits in attack. Till this day, I still shake the right analog stick when I play Rugby League Live 4. It doesn't do anything. It's just an old habit. Kind of like whenever I play an FPS game, mainly Call of Duty, and I'm running around the map, sometimes I still catch myself double tapping Y or Y-ing. Again, it doesn't really do anything. It's just an old habit. Man, I forgot how goofy these animations were on this game, especially the big hits, the bumps. As we spread it, Kyle in it, take it inside the 40. To be honest, there's goofy animations throughout. Try scoring, tackling, sidestepping. I hated the sidestep in this game. There's actually a cleaner looking sidestep that isn't an animation, but if you cut back on the right angle, you can catch the defense off guard. As we chuck one up, that's a perfectly placed kick. They let it go. Oh, and we score off it. Justin O'Neill. How good was that for the first points of the day? Michael Morgan puts up a beauty of a kick. I thought the safer move would have been to let it go. It looks like that's what they had in mind, but O'Neill had other plans. Didn't give up on the chase and barely gets it in the field of play. The timing on the kicks would still take a little bit to get used to. Got a bit of a hard one here to get us underway. JT from the sideline, and that is away to the left. 24 meters gained. That's a bit of a rough set past the ball, but we're not going to get the kick. Shot City it is. As we rush up, there's one decent hit. Bit of a quick play the ball, little bump, and a sidestep. Anthony Milford gets close. They go left once again, and we shut it down. Jordan Kahu, 5 out. Trying to focus up here, as it takes 2 to bring down Anthony Milford. Just trying to rush and put hits on, and we end up looking like headless chooks as they easily cross for their first points. Even their transitions, ugly to look at, and it's super quick, blink and you miss it type stuff. Hectic defense. We'll get the ball inside the Broncos 40 here. Full set outside the 20 even. I've got to say, the aesthetics of this game, I actually dig it more than Rugby League Live 4. Visually, it does look a little more vibrant. The detail from the stadiums to the field, the actual grass even looks pretty Looks pretty good. It looks better than 4 in my opinion. Like I said, even the UI as we spread it down the line. On the 10, finding it's a bit of a struggle to put something decent together. Without set plays, you're pretty much throwing the ball around all willy-nilly. As we go for a classic crossfield chip kick against the green. Man, that would have been nice to score. That's one thing I've missed greatly in League Life 3 is the chip kick. The way it works. As Blair bumps off one and he bumps off another. We could have easily shut him down off the dive tackle. I didn't even speak about the exploits in defense. So far so good, half time. We're only trailing by 8 points. It's a doable rundown. I tell you what, it's much better than our previous warm-up games. Alright, so that other exploit I was talking about, the one in defense, pretty much you just use a dive tackle, which is Y or triangle on PS4, and you will never miss a tackle, especially playing against the AI. It's guaranteed. It's legit the cheapest way to play the game, or the cheesiest way to play. As we do get the penalty there. I slightly moved the right analog stick and we won the penalty. I mean, sometimes they do lay on you, so it's kind of deserved. We'll take this one though. Trailing by 8 points, why not? I won't be using the dive tackle though for this whole game. 1, because I'm not a weak-gutted dog, and 2, it's just not fun to watch or play, if I'm being honest. The only time I will use it is when we're trying to chase someone down. That's, I guess, the fairest way to use the dive tackle, and it's how it should be used. That looks like the hit from Rugby League Live 2. They've probably got just as many goofy animations as they do decent. It would have been nice to see them throw those in Rugby League Live 4, just for a bit of variety here. As we try this sidestep back on the inside. I tried doing that cutback. Didn't pay out, but a beautiful inside ball to Scotty Bolton. And Darius Boyd comes up with a Darius Boyd classic. Last line of defense. Look at this. Little tap on the shoulder. I guess in his defense, it is Scott Bolton. Bit of a tough ask for Darius as we, I guess, shoot and bail a little bit as we make the kick, and we will be trailing by 2 points. Man, it is hard to put tries together. Decent looking tries. I mean, at least in Rugby League Live 4, you kind of have a base to work from with those various set plays. In this game, as I said before, you're just passing the ball around. Oh, we took the risk. We took the risk, boys. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. I've been trying to snap a 40-20 this whole game. Corey Parker has dead set played this whole game injured. He got injured in like the 20th minute, I think, as the Broncos look to chuck a nail in the old coffin of the Cowboys. Nice little cutback on the inside. But we do well there to wrap them up. Couple quick passes, get out of the way. Lucky he didn't get involved the last play. On the toe it goes. Get out of the end goal. We barely make it out as we look to truck our way downfield. That's the one. Show some heart. We need more drives. Third tackle, which just past the 10. And again, we get pumped. 15 out from our line. We haven't made any meters. Oh, that's a lie. We've made about 20. Oh, they're bang on. 20 meters gained. Just take our sweet old time here before we smack it downfield. That's a good kick. I swear if they score here. Alright, we make the tackle. A good defensive set, followed up by a better return, and we are golden. Tell you what, it's easy to say. Come on, take down this limping Corey Parker. Limpy Parker. Old man still got it. As they go wide, they've been catching us on the edges. It's almost as if the game's reacting to us speeding out of the line. That's what we've been doing in defense, especially around the ruck. Last play. This could be our last set. On the toe it goes. A nice little safe kick. I like that. I like that from the Broncos. Left we go. Something could be on here. O'Neal no one around us. This will be the match-winning try. 3 minutes to go. I wasn't even trying to score on that play, but we'll take that. I just timed it perfectly, the draw and pass. I was scheming. I was going to go for a 40-20, just trying to inch our way closer to the 40 so we can take the kick with JT, but we didn't even have to. It's been fun, man. I've seen a few people request this game in particular, and I was getting around to it. I've actually been as sick as a dog these past few weeks, which explains the couple days missed. Now we're just waiting for the fat lady to sing the sweet sounds of full time. There she blows. Let's get a bit cheeky here at the end. What a game. A classic Queensland derby. We claw our way back into it and win 16 points to 12. As for the question of the video, was this a good game, Rugby League Live 3? I'd say yes. Of the 4 games released, I'd have League Live 3 at third. For me, Live 4 would be number 1, League Live 2 would be number 2, and obviously the worst of the bunch would be the first iteration, which we will get to by the way, but that is my question for you. Where would you rank Rugby League Live 3 out of the whole League Live series? You've heard my list, let me know yours in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more Rugby League related content or more content in general, be sure to run and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
Give me that. I want the smoke, I don't care if you broke, go and give me that. Don't choke on the smoke, watch me hit him with a kick back. Hezzy, step back, kick back. No, he ain't ready. Chit chat, pump them bevies, no cat, it's no lie.